Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates.
Hello viewers, welcome to the Fast Profits Daily. Myself Brijesh Bhatia. In this video, I'll be discussing various algo strategies and one strategy which I do from a medium to long term perspective, and I'll show how it has performed on Nifty, Bank Nifty, and one stock. So let's look at basically what is algo is. You defined a system using various indicators, oscillators, price action, price hitting new highs, and there are vendors who provide you with the various strategies as well. Algos help them to execute mechanically. There is no human intervention. You just give the system the right entries, right exits, stop loss trailing in case you want, and the amount of the money you want to deploy. So it will automatically flash the trade or put the trade into the system when the criteria triggers out what you have inputted. And as I said, it's been mechanically, and I have done a various previous videos as well on algos. But in this video, I'll be discussing my strategy, which I use generally for medium to long term perspective, and you can use on intraday perspective, 10 minutes charts, 5 minutes charts, daily charts. Algos offer you a variety of systems which can be implemented mechanically. So the main advantage of here is that there is no human intervention, error is less, emotions are not there, and that's the best part which can really help you out. Again, disadvantage is that there could be technical glitches which can hit your algo system. So again, advantage and disadvantage both are there. So you need to think, do you want to algo? But I think algo is the new I would say the era, and most of the people now might shift from manual trading to algo tradings. Again, here the important is the strategies. So let me come on to the strategies which are generally being traded into the algos. First is the momentum indicator, mean reversion. I have done a previous video where I have gone in detail about these strategies. Momentum, where the price action is there for a hour or there for a day, and you play just a momentum. Mean reversion is where the prices, say for example, you make a system when prices go away by 15% from 200 as average. On a downside you will buy, and on the higher side you will go short. So what does this mean? That when the prices go 10%, 15%, what the number you have entered, and when it will go higher, you are playing that the price might come back towards the 200 is average, and you are playing to the mean reversion. Sometimes people trade like when the prices of say XYZ stocks on a daily basis is going by up by 3%, they look for a short on an intraday basis. So that's the mean reversion strategy people follow. Trend following system, which I'll be showing one of the trend following system where I would just want to play the trend. If it's bullish, there are various trend following system. It's being a golden cross, which means that 50 taking over 200 and you go long till it gives the negative crossover, which is called death cross, where your 50 average goes below 200. So there are long-term systems algos which highlights you when the golden cross happens on the XYZ stocks or the death cross happening on XYZ stock. Arbitrage, where generally people make the calendar spreads, say for example cash to futures, for example say HDFC and HDFC limited futures, HDFC limited cash and futures. So generally it's been said that the premium are slightly higher at the it goes about 1%. So people go short in futures and buy the cash. Some people place Nifty premiums. So if premiums of Nifty go by 1%, more than 1%, or say 0.75%, whatever you decide the backtesting results could be, and then you go short on the futures, buy the Nifty Bs, and vice versa. So that's the way people play arbitrage as well. There are calendar spreads going into one contract to another contracts, which is largely done into the commodity space. where you buy the near future and go short on the next future, or vice versa, depending upon the spreads you find attractive. Uh, Fifth is market making, where people create volumes into some XYZ script or options. I would say the strike price. So there are market making strategies as well on the algos, which most of the people do. And again, then the last is the sentimental analysis, where people are sharing views on Twitter, on social medias. Your algo will gather those stocks and show you the percentage of people going long, or whatever the number of people you have been following, or the hashtag you are following. So they will highlight that the X number of percentage are going long. Either you play with the what the sentiment is going, or you play against the sentiments, depending upon what kind of algos you are using. So let me come on to the one strategy which I follow. I called is at feast. Again, this is slightly medium to long term. Let me first explain what the strategy is. I'm using point and figure chart over here. 0.2% by 3 on daily scale. Second, I'm using super trend over here. So again, if you look at the super trend, I'm using 13 period. Generally, people, the default one is 10 period, which people use. I'm using a 13 period. 13, why? Being a Fibonacci number. And if I just look at the average trading day, which is around 21, 22 days a month, and if I just look at around 61% of that, it's come to around 13. So I'm just again playing the Fibonacci number over here. So 13 being a Fibonacci number, a monthly, if I look at the monthly, again 61.8%, 13 to 13 and a half days a month. So I'm playing 13 over here, and again the 3 multiplier. What will be the entries when the price of X or the X close move above the super trend? I'll take a long. When the O, which is in the point and figure as known as bearish, it goes below the super trend, I'll go short. Again, 13 and 3 is the 13 period ST super trend, 13 period super trend, and 3 is the multiplier. Exit is the stop and reverse. When my long turns to short, I'll go exit the long and go short. When my short turns to long, which means that I'll exit my shorts and go long. So always you are there into a trade. Now the data which I'll be sharing is the Nifty, Bank Nifty, and one stock, and it will be, let me go through the Nifty first. So if you look at the Nifty, this is spot chart, and I've taken the performance data based on the spot chart. So there could be a difference between the rollovers and the premium adjustment, which could be a plus and minus. So you need to keep a watch, backtest that in case you're backtesting the Nifty system. So here I've taken a cash data because I didn't had the futures long-term data, and this is since the inception of the Nifty, I guess 94.95 to 20th of December 2021. The last date is not calculated, which is going on. Apart from that, I have the data. So what I've done is, so just a manual interpretation for you on the charts. If you look at this line, the red, blue, and the yellow. So basically that is the super trend line, 13 period, 3 multiplier. When it is the prices go, the X forms above the super trend line, I'll go long. When the O's form below the super trend line, I'll go short. Basically, the yellow line which you are witnessing, orange or yellow, is the flat line. Generally, when there is super trend goes flat, there is no volatility. It generally goes flat, and it forms the flat line. But depending upon the trade you are into, it doesn't matter much over here. So again, I repeat, when prices go above the super trend, it forms X closes. I'll take a long trend, and on the short side, it's when the O forms below the average, I'll go short. So look at the performance over here, how it has been for the Nifty. Again, I explained this is a spot chart. So you need to look at the rollovers, and the premium might differ into the performance of Nifty futures when you are testing out. So long side, we got around 36 trades. Average return per trade is around 21%, which is again, and the most of the one which we got in 2020, we got somewhere around 9,700, 800 long, and it exited somewhere around 17,000 plus. So that was a big trade, one of the biggest trade I got. I've seen this into this system. Risk reward is 1:9, 8.94%. again this reward is very very favorable and success rate of around 83.3%. On the short side, we have got around 35 trades to 69% total, 7.69% average on shorts, 5.35% 1:2 risk reward ratio, which means that I'm taking 1% risk, I'm getting reward of around 5.35%, and success rate is around 74%. Let's look at the bank Nifty over here. The system remains same, buying above the super trend and going short below the super trend. If I just look at the percentage, longs 29 trades, 630%, 21% average return, 41 is the risk to reward. The long side bank Nifty risk reward is huge, because if you look at the volatility into the bank Nifty is slightly higher. Success rate around 83%, short side 28 trades, 8% average trade return, 1:4 is the RR, and 65% is the strike rate. Voltas, again, if you look at the system remains same. I just shown a chart over here. 53 trades on the long, 53 trades on the short. On the long side, we got an average of around 43%. Short side, we got around average of 13% per trade. RR is 1:24 on long and 1:6 on short. And success rate has been around 75% on the longs and shorts. So in case you want any stocks or the backtested result, do send it into the comment. I'll share the backtesting data. In case it could be helpful if you share your email ID into the comment section, so that I can, in case you want to know the mail of the all the trades which has gone through your stock request, I can share if available with us, and so that I can mail it to you if in case you share your email ID. So signing off, Brijesh Bhatia. Thank you.